So I've been holding off on this one for a little over a week. I was trying to get in touch with the family, but with the holidays and the tragedy that just struck them, I don't know how to do this, but it has to get out there. I have alerted the press from two papers, if you even call them that anymore. Um, but this week, I don't know if it was not maybe a week ago, last Sunday night, I was getting calls that there was another overdose at the Espero building in Durango, Colorado, that it was a kid that he was trying, like early 20s, that he was trying really, really hard to get his life together. Um, and that he's dead now. He overdosed. It was in my old apartment. So the same drug dealers in the building that were working with the police, unsanctioned with the DEA and HUD, because these people under no circumstances would qualify to be an official confidential informant. Um, the last person to see him alive was the last person to see this guy Tony alive, who died. Now, the manager, Cody Steele, was aware of this and went in the apartment after they removed the body to find his drugs and did not turn it over to police. And he asked the drug dealer where it was. This is coming from the drug dealer. I actually have confirmation of this. So, yeah, last person to see this kid alive when he OD'd. The person is a hardcore addict who has never followed any rules of any terms of their lease. I have problems with them for abusing their dogs. Yeah, once there's a line. That person also needed help, not to be encouraged to become this, snitch slash dealer or whatever goes on. But yeah, I had reported once that to management, like, this guy just followed me in the laundry room to tell me that he's this guy's drug dealer. There's cameras in here. You might want to do something about that. The guy has been out of his mind, violent and all sorts of stuff before. Just not, bringing people in all hours of the night, not signing them in. Just having drugs all over their apartment when the ambulance and police show up, and it's just like, oh, okay, like, nice meth pipe. It smells like meth. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, preyed on this young man who apparently got baptized and was trying to stay clean, not a fentanyl addict, not an opiate addict. But now he's dead. I believe Colorado law that is now murder or manslaughter. There are cameras all over that building. It was also my old apartment where I knew there was a lapse, I wouldn't say the word. There was a lapse, a lapse or a lax, a lack, a lack of camera coverage, which I'd complained about for over a year. So yeah, I will try to get in touch with the family more, but you absolutely, I'm so sorry for your loss. If you ever do get this video, I'm so sorry for your loss. But everybody knew, from MANA to Housing Solutions of the Southwest, Blue Line, DOLA, who else? The health department, the mayor, the city. I have such a paper trail of trying to do something about this place. That's why they have slandered me and lied about me and everything else. None of these people there are there to help you. That Mariah and Kelsey from Housing Solutions, the on-site people, they are the thugs to protect Blue Line. They will have people walk right by them, follow no rules, drugs and drinks in hand, and do nothing. But they will target the elderly and disabled people there that are scared and complain. None of them are credentialed with mental health and stuff. They've actually even been bullies to VOWA and Access Health Systems. There are not the services needed. They're trying to keep people out. There should have been Narcan, because I was working with the San Juan Public Health Basin when I was there. I confirm this as well, to get extra Narcan and other the fentanyl testing strips and all that stuff to get it, and they hid it in a cabinet, and then also took credit for getting it, but it was me, because I was the one who had to save a few people. Also, people who were in that building ended up dead on the street. a man named Red, and almost Apache Joe. If you know, you know. There are nothing but drugs coming from that building. They were manufacturing in apartment, what was it, 106. There was a tent city making meth. I don't know, 200 feet? No, yeah, 200 feet from the property line. On city property. A couple weeks ago. It's been completely out of control. There is not a lack of effort of people reporting this. I've actually reported it directly to the secretary of Richard Garcia, the head of DOLA, who was appointed with HUD through the Obama administration. I have reported to DOLA, every state organization. I've reported to Hinkenlooper's office, talking to the liaison, Jacques Pastor from he's the HUD liaison for Hinkenlooper. I have such a paper trail of trying to being the whistleblower. I've reported to the Attorney General everything that's been going on at that place, and how Blue Line Housing Solutions of the Southwest is preying on society's most vulnerable just to get, government money. And now there's another body. So your son absolutely deserves justice. His death was absolutely preventable. And the lengths of all of this is absolutely repulsive. Cody Steele belongs in jail. I think Kelsey Schumacher, probably with Elizabeth Sulkind. All these people belong in jail. Access Health Systems, Southwest Center for Independence, all these organizations need to get manna. And needs to get in that building and see what the hell's going on there. The problem is locking out the press, locking out lawyers, locking out caretakers. This is what they're doing. They are isolating the building, acting like Housing Solutions of the Southwest is doing AA meetings. What? What credentials? As supposedly this girl who's telling security guards that they can't call the police when crimes are happening, and telling tenants, espousing her insane political views and saying she wishes ecstasy was in her drink in her AA meeting, a crayon Nazi, literally, this is what's going on. They are isolating real support from the building. Anyone who wants to see what's going on. It is absolute, but every drug dealer can get in the building. Isn't that crazy? Miss Melissa Youssef, I've gone to the mayor, I've gone to the health department, I have gone anywhere and everywhere, and they slandered me and tried to throw me on the street. But you know what? I'm a survivor. I've been through hell in my life. I'm a really good person. All these scumbags, these corrupt judges, these corrupt cops, these corrupt Blue Line corporations and stuff, these corrupt, pathetic state workers who pretend they care about humanity but are just shitbags, trying to cover up their failures, and do nothing when things can actually be fixed. And there are real solutions that are actually cost effective, that help communities, that help the people struggling, that don't cost a lot of money and stuff, but they don't want that. Why? I swear, is Polis getting a chunk of change from Blue Line when he runs for elections? What is going on here? Because people are dying. Now that I'm in Denver, oh my God, you got to go by, what are these streets? Oh my God. Parts of Colfax. Now, I used to work in DTLA when I lived in Los Angeles and stuff, because I worked for Amnesty International. I was just fundraising or whatever. No fancy role at this point. This was after I kind of started losing all that stuff, but I didn't care as much. But down on 6th, I think. So I was working on Skid Row, 2 blocks from Skid Row. It is worse than Skid Row. What's it, Champa? There are white tents where they're finding bodies left and right. There are propane tank explosions, fires left and right. There are overdoses. There are needles everywhere. Now for me, I can't get my Adderall. I still have my doctor in Durango prescribing me Xanax, because he absolutely, as a doctor, can see that I have severe anxiety issues. So it was a fight, and having to go to a real medical doctor to get on Buspar and Xanax. But he's this is what I can see. I'm not specialized for the Adderall stuff, even though there's a past prescription and he thinks I need it. now that I'm not there, it's hard. But now 6 months later, no lack of effort in trying. I'm still not on Adderall, which I need to be, because I don't take Xanax every day. I take it as a PRN, so I wouldn't be on a controlled substance. Same with the Adderall. I only take it when I need it, like for work and stuff. So I'll take it for the week. If I'm not working, do I really need it on the weekends? No. It also makes sure I don't build up, a tolerance. So I keep my, my dose low. Risk of addiction super low. Anyway, I can't get medication that I need when I have neurological testing, EEGs, proving that my brain functions 10% faster than the average person. Okay, anyway, I can't get all this. Trying doctors, trying all these things, but they are handing out needles and crack pipes to these people. And it's spreading like a disease. And homelessness is spreading like a disease because you have all these corrupt corporations and stuff doing whatever they want, and there's no... People can't afford to tell the truth. You have to see what's going on in just my complex alone. Some corrupt corporation in Texas, Asset Living or something. They do not care. Our landlady is a straight up criminal. Her maintenance guys, they're like, you know what? I'm going to work them over at some point. They're going to testify for me in court because guess what? I already have like the HVAC guy who's friends with one of them that's like, yeah, straight up. He admitted that they're telling like them to lie and to hurt people, and it's starting to get on their conscience. Well, you know what? Souls are really cheap right now. Good luck trying to buy mine. How much is my soul? I don't know. 700 acres in the mountains with a husky rescue all set up, my little homestead, my yurts and my log cabin, and some trucks at an RV, Sprinter van. Yep, that's basically it. No, really not. It depends on what it is. Like, no. But I mean, these people are just selling their souls and committing crimes for corrupt corporations to, pay for their little like Honda Accord. Like, that's pathetic. Like, really, like so pathetic. Yeah, but I'm keeping numbers. I care about people. If I see people's stuff out on their lawn, I'm like, look, I'm not going to ask. It's kind of obvious, not my business. But look, because I know a lot of people here work. I'm like, come to the food pantry. Like, we don't judge, we don't ask questions. But if you could save, a couple $100s a month and save food from going to the dumpster, like, hey, come, it's cool. Like, I work there and I shop there. Like, just trying to help my community and people and stuff. In little ways, I mean, but yeah, I will go toe to toe with this bitch in the ring, but I will go toe to toe with Cody Steele too. I think that motherfucker belongs in jail. This guy claimed that his sister and nephew died of fentanyl, and he hates drugs and he wants to help and stuff. Well, they'd really be proud of him. Also, the guy had like 5 wives, and I'm hearing that he's super aggressive and harasses tenants. And I heard that from actual people who work there, don't just live there. So, pot calling kettle black. But a guy with 5 wives, there's restraining orders and a lot of violence or something going on there. Because I don't think he's much older than me, if even. And he looks like way older. Being a douchebag will age you. I turned 42 yesterday. I mean, I got some, stuff going on, but overall, I put on weight too, but I'm working on it. But anyway, another dead body, quantified as murder under Colorado. I'll post the statute or whatever. Supposedly there's another homicide investigation, but there's been homicide investigations before, and then all of a sudden the last person to see them, this was the woman, Misty, before Chucky, and all of a sudden their snitching went up. What? Okay. But yeah, anyone in Durango, 1051 Avenida Del Sol, straight up house, trap house, snitches everywhere, absolute snitches. These people are working with the police even in unofficial capacities. If you're a drug dealer or a drug addict, these people are so low, they will set you up when you're clearly not a drug dealer. They are going to give no access to the cartel. The cartel's probably bought and paid for half a Durango, as is. Why else let it get to this point? Step up, help your community. Another person who came into that building, not a drug addict, died of a fentanyl overdose.